Hello, my dear students. How are you all? Let's add value to your knowledge account today. I'm Dr. Bharati Sunil. Welcome to our Finance and Accounting Academy channel. Today we'll discuss about cost concepts, cost classification. What is cost? A cost is any expense incurred to produce a product or to provide a service. Say, for example, we are manufacturing one dining table. So, what is the cost of making that particular dining table? So, what is the expense that we have incurred to manufacture the dining table is called cost. In the same way, we are providing transportation service. So, for providing this transportation service, what are the expenses we are incurring? That is called cost. So, what is cost classification? Why cost classification is required? Say, for example, if you see your wardrobe, how you will set your clothes? You dump all clothes in the wardrobe. Are you set according to the type of clothes? Say, for example, winter clothes, summer clothes, next clothes that are required for our college wear, means our uniforms. Next, party wear and casual wear. Do you set like that or not? So that is called what? Classification of our clothes according to the usage. So in the same way, costs also will be classified. What is the requirement for cost classification? So if you are not knowing why this cost is incurred, then we cannot do cost control or cost reduction. Means we cannot go further how to manage our costs. Today I will explain about cost classification. So here you will understand how the costs are classified into 8 different ways, and I will also cover the other costs which are special purpose costs which are not covered in this classification. So first we'll start with cost classification. First one is natural classification. So what is natural classification? Here how we are showing our costs in terms of materials, labor, overheads. What are materials? Say for example, we are having one furniture showroom. So in that we are selling furniture, right? So to manufacture this furniture, what is required? We require wood, we require glue, we require nails, we require other materials, right? So all those are called what? Materials. Next, labor. So for manufacturing this furniture, what we require? Labor we require. So what is labor cost? Labor cost means wages what we are paying for labor and also the salary of factory operators. Next, coming to the third one, overheads. So what overheads include? Factory rent, factory electricity, means factory lighting. All this will come under overheads. Next, coming to the second classification, behavioral classification. Here we are covering fixed costs, variable costs, and semi-variable costs. So what are fixed costs? The costs which are fixed and which do not change with the level of production, means volume of production, are called what? Fixed costs. Say for example, in one factory we are making our furniture items. How many chairs, sofa sets, or dining tables, or whatever the furniture we are making in the factory, but the rent, whatever we are paying for the factory is the same. So what's that called? Fixed cost. What is fixed cost? The cost what we are incurring for any volume of production. And these costs will not change with the level of production. Next, coming to second one, variable costs. What are variable costs? These costs will change according to the level of production. Means the more you produce, the more costs will incur. The less we produce, the less costs will incur. So that are called what? Variable costs. Say for example, the more internet we use, the more will be our internet charges. For example, raw materials what we are using to make production of goods. So the volume, if you are increasing, the variable cost also will increase. For fixed cost and variable cost, I will give an example. If you take one restaurant, in that restaurant, whatever the tiffins they are making in the restaurant, the fixed cost is fixed, means whatever the rent they are paying for the particular restaurant, that is fixed. What is increasing with the number of or types of tiffins is called variable cost. So for example, if they're selling 1000 idlis one day, materials will be of one quantity. If they're selling 1500 idlis, the materials will be increasing, right? Whatever the ingredients they are using, that will be increasing. Then the more number of idlis they are making, the more will be their ingredients requirement. That is called what? Variable cost. One day if they're making idlis only 500, then the materials cost also will decrease, because the level of making idlis from 1000 to it got decreased to 500. So what is variable cost? Based on the level of production, material cost also will vary. Next is semi-variable cost. What are semi-variable costs? If you take the example of electricity. So electricity cost is divided into two: fixed cost, variable cost. Every month we have to pay basic charge plus our usage. Say for example, for one flat, if you have to pay minimum 250 per month, whether you use electricity or not, that is called what? Basic charge. And also we'll get billed for the number of units we use for our flat. So what is semi-variable cost? Semi-variable cost will include basic electricity charge and also the number of units we are consuming for our electrical appliances. Say for example, the basic charges for one flat is 250 rupees. We have to pay 250 rupees plus how many units of electricity we are consuming, for that also we have to pay. So this 250 plus, suppose if you are consuming 500 units in 1 month, we have to pay 500 units electricity charges plus 250 rupees. Suppose we are consuming 1000 units, then we have to pay 250 rupees plus 1000 units charge. So that is called what? Semi-variable cost. Now coming to the third one, by traceability. So here we are having two types of cost. What is the first one? Direct cost. Second one, indirect cost. What are direct costs? Which can be traceable to a particular product. For example, for one chair, what is the wood quantity we are using? That is called direct cost. Here we can also take one example. If you are selling some customized dining table, then we can allocate the cost whatever are incurred for that particular dining table. So that are called what? Direct costs. Next, indirect costs. What are indirect costs? Means which can be traceable to a particular product. So for example, factory maintenance person's salaries. So that we can't allocate to a particular product. Coming to the fourth one, by control. So here controllable costs, non-controllable costs. So what are controllable costs? Means which can be controlled by the management. For example, whatever the supplies that are purchased by the supervisor can be controlled by the management. Means the costs which are under our control, which we can either decrease or which we can either increase. So based on our requirement, that are called what? Controllable costs. What are non-controllable costs? Which can't be influenced by a manager. These non-controllable costs are not in our control. For example, allocation of head office rent. We have to be here. We are not having any influence on the allocation of head office rent for our particular division. So controllable cost means which are under the control or influence of manager. Non-controllable cost means which can't be controlled by the manager, means which are not influenced by the manager. Next, as per financial accounting. So there are two types of costs according to financial accounting. What's the first one? Capital cost. Means the cost whatever we are incurring to purchase fixed assets. They're called what? Long-term costs. Next, revenue costs. Revenue cost means day-to-day expenses. So for example here, capital cost means say our factory is purchasing one machinery, right? So that is called what? Capital cost, because the benefit of the machinery is for the longer duration, right? So that is called fixed cost, means it is capital cost. Next, second one is revenue cost. What is revenue cost? Example, to operate that particular machinery, we have to pay electricity charges or workers' wages for operating that particular machinery. All that are called what? Revenue cost, means which are recurring in nature, which are day-to-day expenses. By normality, these costs are divided into normal costs, abnormal costs. So what are normal costs? The material usage costs, which are normal in our production. So which are happening normally in our business, that are called normal costs. What are abnormal costs? Abnormal costs means which are not normally happen, which are unexpected. Okay, so what type of costs we generally incur unexpectedly? Say for example, due to machinery breakdown, whatever the loss that we are incurring because of machinery breakdown, that are called abnormal costs. By functions. What's the first one? Production. Second one, administrative. Third one, selling and distribution. And fourth one, research and development. So based on the functions of the organizations, we are having four different types of costs. What's the first one? Production cost. Means the cost that we are incurring to make products are called what? Production costs. Next, administrative costs. See, apart from production costs, we also have different other types of costs, which are called indirect expenses. Means office rent, office expenses, employees' salaries, insurance. So all that will come under administrative expenses. Next, coming to the selling and distribution expenses. What are selling and distribution expenses? Advertisement cost, salesman salaries, distribution of samples, delivery expenses of products, packaging, that all will come under selling and distribution costs. Next, research and development. Research and development means the cost whatever we are incurring to make innovation, means to innovate new products or to make changes in our existing products. We have to do some research, right? So that includes lab testing, etc. So all that expenses are called what? Research and development expenses. Next, coming to the last one, that is time of ascertainment. So these are divided into two costs. One is historical cost, second one is predetermined cost. So what are historical costs? Means actual expenses that are incurred. For example, last month electricity bill, or last month office rent, last month salaries paid to our employees. That are called what? Historical costs. Means the costs all are already incurred, are called what? Historical costs. Next, predetermined costs. What are predetermined costs? The costs what we are planning for the future. Means what? Estimated future costs. Means we are planning our materials whatever are required for the next quarter. Means our material cost for the next quarter we are planning now. That is called what? Predetermined cost. Means budgeted material cost is called what? Predetermined cost. So like this we have classified our costs into natural classification, behavioral classification, traceability costs by control, as per financial accounting, by normality, by functions, and time of ascertainment. So we have covered many costs under this, but the costs which are not covered under this classification are mentioned here. So what are those costs? Means these are called what? Special purpose costs. So what's the first one? Conversion cost. So what are conversion costs? Means the costs that we are incurring to convert raw material into finished product. So that cost what we incur for this process are called what? Conversion costs. For example, we are using wood to convert into dining table. So for this conversion of wood into dining table, what are the costs we are incurring? All those costs are called conversion costs. Example, labor, overheads, etc. Next, differential cost. Say for example, if you are buying from A supplier, what is the material cost that we are incurring? And if you are buying from the B supplier, what's the material cost that we are incurring? If there is any difference between these two costs that we are incurring for purchasing between two different suppliers, that cost is called what? Differential cost. If you are purchasing from A supplier for rupees 80,000, and from B supplier the same material we can purchase for 85,000. So what is the difference in the cost? That is called differential cost. Means difference between two alternative choices. Means suppose if you are switching from one supplier to another supplier, how much of cost we are incurring, that is called differential cost. Next, discretionary cost. Discretionary cost means which are at the manager's discretion. So what are those costs? For example, staff training expenses, means staff training costs. If the management want to provide them training, to all the employees, one cost. If they want to provide to only some specific employees, then one cost will incur. So that is called what? Discretionary cost. Means the cost that will be incurred only at the manager's discretion. Next, marginal cost. What is the meaning of marginal cost? The cost what we are incurring to produce one additional unit is called marginal cost. So, for example, we are supplying 50 plates of rotis to 50 students. Suddenly, we came to know that there are 51 students. So, what is the extra cost that we are incurring to supply for that additional student is called marginal cost. Next, notional cost means the costs which are not including actual investment. So, for example, we are owning one building. Okay, that building we are using for our factory purpose. So that is called what? Notional cost. For example, imputed rent for our owned premises is called notional cost. Next one, opportunity cost. What is opportunity cost? What we have foregone by using for another alternative. So say we are having one building. So if we are letting out that building, we'll get rent every month. But now we want to use this building for our factory. Means what we are foregoing here? We are foregoing our rent. So that is called what? Opportunity cost. The opportunity what we are missing means what is the rent that we are missing is called what? Our opportunity cost. Next, out of pocket costs. Out of pocket cost means actual payment cost, means the cost what we are incurring for purchasing raw material. It's called what? Our out of pocket cost. Means it is our actual cash outflow what we are making to purchase our raw materials. Next, replacement costs. Means what are the expenses, what are the costs we are incurring to replace our existing asset. Means buying a new machine at today's price is called what? Replacement cost. Next, shutdown costs. So these costs we incur at the time of plant closure. Means whatever the maintenance costs we are incurring at the time of plant shutdown are called what? Shutdown costs. Next, sunk costs. Means these are the costs which are already incurred which can't be recovered by us are called what? Sunk costs. Means whatever the money we have spent on our obsolete machinery, those expenses we can't recover now. So those costs are called obsolete costs. So now I have explained about different costs that we are incurring apart from this classification cost. That now you are having clear understanding about all the costs what we incur in our business. So here you have understood about what is material cost, labor cost, overheads, fixed cost, variable cost. So if you are having good knowledge about all these types of various costs, then you can understand if you are incurring any cost for in our business, you can understand why, for what purpose we are incurring these costs, because each and every term is very important in understanding exact meaning of cost. That is why cost classification is very important topic. Now, after this cost classification, I hope you have understood different types of costs. That's all for today, but learning never stops. In the next video, I will explain about elements of cost. So if you like my videos, please like, share and comment on these videos. If you have any doubts, please post as a comment that I will definitely clarify. And please share to your friends who are having these subjects. Along with cost accounting, I am also teaching business economics and financial accounting. And I'll start other subjects also very soon. So keep learning, keep growing. Thanks for watching. We'll meet in the next video. Thank you.